Hey guys, Sam here, your floating head instructor for this instructional video about how to use my website and my gang sheet software. As you can see here, I am at printtopress.com's main page, the home page for my website where you can find almost all of the items I have in my store listed on here. So if you have any questions about colors, sizing, or pricing, feel free to check out some of these web pages. But for today's video, we're going to be focusing on my 3 new web pages and the software embedded into each of them. As you can see here in custom prints, I have all 3 of them color-coded for you guys as blue with DTF, red as HTV, and green as custom stickers. Each one is going to be for whichever project you would like, whichever one fits yours the best. For our custom HTV page, this is the one that we have been doing for over a year now. And for many of you guys, you know that a gang sheet refers to a sheet where that you can fit multiple images on so that you are just charged by the square footage rather than the amount of images you have on the sheet. The reason this is because it saves me precious time formatting all of these gang sheets and allows me to just take your final creation and get to printing. So it saves me a lot of time on the formatted side, and it saves you guys a lot of money because you're condensing things into the smallest spaces possible. So coming over to our custom DTF prints, you can see that I will be starting with 5 different size gang sheets as we get started here. We're going to start at 1 foot and go all the way to 20 foot with the price per foot dropping the more feet you buy at once. It's okay if you don't know what size your gang sheet is going to be at the start, because inside of the software, you can keep making it longer depending on how many shirts you have in your project. And as you can see, the way the pricing structure is set up, the longer you can make your gang sheet, the better off it'll be for you. Steps 3 and 4 we'll talk a little bit more about once we're in the software, as there is built-in confirmations that you have to check off for me before it allows you to place your order. And then for delivery and turnaround time, we like using UPS Ground, and we will ship or have things ready in store within 2 to 3 business days. I will have some rush options available once we get going. For DTFs, the only rush option I will have available is next day pickup. It'll be $3 per foot, probably capped at $25 a project for your prints. And you will be able to pick them up between 3 to 6 p.m. the very next day. But you will have to pay for them before 6 p.m. So to summarize that, for a next day rush fee, it is $3 per foot added onto your project, and I need it submitted and paid for by 6 p.m. And then the following day, you can pick up between 3 to 6 p.m. The reason is because that with DTF printing, it is not quite as convenient as my HTV printing, where I only have to print 1 or 2 things at a time. For my DTF printer, it requires me to waste 4 to 8 foot of film, plus the ink and powder that goes onto it, to do my turn on, turn off cycle. And then I have to go through a full-blown cleaning maintenance at the end of my printing day to shut my printer down and let it go into standby mode and wait for tomorrow. So there will be no same-day rush fees, as I won't be able to do just one print. It won't be worth it. I will be able to add it into the next day's prints, but I will have to let all of the prints finish before I can cut your image off of the roll. So it is a inside of 24-hour turnaround time. It will just need to be picked up later on in my business day. And as you guys know with this video, our 2-week pre-order period has begun. I will complete y'all's prints as fast as possible, but I can't guarantee anything better than a 2-week turnaround time. I did my first prints at the store today, and they came out great. They were pressed onto the shirts, and so far so good. But as I gather a wider variety of images from you guys and do more and more printing, I am expecting a learning curve. And just in case I break something or something isn't coming out the way I intend it to, I do have a buffer time to order more parts, order more supplies, and then keep running my printer. So best case scenario, they'll be done in 2 to 3 days. Worst case scenario, 2 weeks. But I will prioritize all of these and get them done before I start offering prints to the public. This pre-order sale will go on for a little bit more than 2 weeks, all the way to February 18th, which is a Sunday. And then after that, we will revert back to normal pricing. Anybody has access to my pre-order. You just have to have a customer account and use the code pre-order at checkout. If you don't already have a customer account, it is in the top right-hand corner. You just click log in, and then you can click register account if you don't already have one. So with all that being said, let's get into the point of today's video, how to use our custom gang sheet software. Click in down here below on the blue button, and you will see that you are uploaded into our software portal where you can see our smallest gang sheet size offering. This is our 12 by 12. You can see by the grids at the top and the left side. And as I mentioned earlier, you are able to make this bigger if you would like by using the drop-down box in the top left corner. This allows you to make it bigger as needed because it's tough to know exactly how much you'll need until you get your images uploaded here and get started. So we'll get started by going to the top left-hand side of the page and click Upload Image. And as I snag a couple images out of my files here, you will do the same whether you got them from Etsy or wherever else that you created your photos at. And as you can see, they are now downloading into the top left-hand side of my screen up here. Once they are uploaded, you're able to click on them and size them however you would like. As you can see, when an image first comes into here, it has a glowing outline along the outside of it. Can you guys see that green outline there? That is telling you what resolution this image will print in. The higher the DPI, the higher the resolution, the more clear the print. So as you can see, this one will have an optimal resolution at its current size. In order to size it, you simply click on the image and manually drag it or shrink it at one of the corners, or over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you can simply click the boxes or fill them in manually. Let's say this person wanted this to be more square shape than rectangle shape. She would simply click the lock here and expand her image. Not too shabby. Let's say she wanted to crop the image. Simply choose my tool on the left-hand side there for crop. For you sticker people, it also allows you to turn it into a sticker. And then if this had a background that you wanted to remove, there is a built-in background remover here. Or she could choose to remove some other colors if she wanted to. If she didn't want the white, boom, take the white out, apply. She is good to go. So now let's talk a little bit about duplicating your image. I have a great image here. Allow me to upload it very quickly, because I know this image is already sized to about a 6 by 6, which makes it a great demonstration for this 12 by 12 gang sheet. As you can see on the left side, it's just a little bit too big, so let me shrink it down. And I know that I can fit 4 of these into this square. So let me use the auto duplicate feature over here to make 3 duplicates in addition to my original. I want no margin between them because I want as little dead space as possible, and I click duplicate. So now I have 4 fantastic Valentine's Day designs, sized to be for about a youth to toddler shirt or just a smaller chest print for an adult. And I'm able to fit 4 of them onto this $7 gang sheet. Pretty good deal if you ask me. And as you can see, as you expand it, your color line may start changing as your resolution drops. Just keep in mind, as you get bigger and bigger, it might not look quite as clear. And then once it gets to terrible resolution, quote unquote, of 200 DPI, it'll glow black. Now, do keep in mind, guys, where you get these images from. If you screenshotted something on your phone and then uploaded it into this portal, it'll probably be a pretty blurry print. But I know this one was bought on Etsy, and visibly, it still looks pretty good. It doesn't look very hazy, very blurry. So it should print still with a pretty good resolution. Because you have to remember that it could still be at 190 DPI and be considered terrible, where that screenshot on your phone with the big white background could be a 12. But it will visually look the way it'll print. So as you can see visually, it still looks pretty good. It'll print pretty good. If you upload something that's pretty blurry, it'll print pretty blurry. And the last image I wanted to show you guys in this tutorial is a gang sheet that somebody has already turned in to me. As you can see, this is how this lady did it over at the custom HTV page, where she fit the dad, the mom, and all of the logos for the kids all into one of those $12 gang sheets. So she got 6 prints inside of a $12 gang sheet. She's paying about $2 per print here to put onto her shirts. So she is working with a fantastic profit margin. Kudos to her. The last thing I would like to show you guys in this instructional video is how to submit your project. So let me go ahead and go through the duplicating process again to fill out my gang sheet. I have one $7 gang sheet here. All I have to do in the top right-hand corner is click Save and Add to Cart. And here is where we get to those confirmations that I talked about earlier. You are going to have to confirm with me that you did not overlap any images, that you didn't have any low resolution images, and that all items are on the artboard, which means they're not overlapping. If any of these things are true, it'll glow red with an X across there. And a little button underneath here will say print anyway. I will go back and show you what that looks like. Let me make it too wide so it overlaps. Save it to cart. And as you can see, I now make you confirm with me that you know that those things are wrong and you want me to print it like that anyways. I will print whatever you guys want me to print. I just need a confirmation from you to give me the go-ahead. So if you want to give me the confirmation and then check down here to acknowledge that you are not using a copyrighted image and that you are responsible for the artwork quality, then we are basically done here. All you have to do is click Add to Cart and exit. And now you can see my example from earlier, but now you can see you are back to my website with a 30% discount. I've already punched in the code from earlier. So I will go ahead and walk you through the checkout process here so you can see that the code pre-order is already attached to it. As simple as just typing in pre-order, apply, and your $7 gang sheet is now only $4.90. A pretty fantastic deal, if you ask me. Over on the left side, we offer shipping or pickup. And if you choose pickup and come down here to alternative payment methods, it also allows you to choose a cash on delivery option to pay in-store, Cash App, or Venmo. All of those are fine with me. But I do need paid before I start the print project. So guys, there is how to work my new custom gang sheet software. I think it'll be a great tool for you guys as well as me. It'll let you guys get more bang for your buck to allow you guys to focus on growing your business with the extra money that you are saving. And it saves me a lot of formatting time during the day at the store to allow me to spend more time growing my business, but mostly running my printer efficiently. This is the first of many instructional videos like this I'd like to make. So as I said in part 1, if you liked the video, be sure to like the video, comment down below on other topics you'd like to see me cover in this format. And once again, I really appreciate you guys following me along on this journey and supporting me. And I'm looking forward to many more videos like this. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys at the shop.